you are new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are on to 18th episode of Stardust Crusaders of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and in the previous episodes we dealt with Steely Dan and his 10 lovers, and we also lost Enya, and Steely Dan is out of the game. So for now, as it looks, only Whole Horse is on the loose somewhere, but he's kinda defeated, I'm not sure, but he's still alive and he's still okay. He still can come, but as he said, alone he can't do anything, especially we have a whole group. So I'm not sure what is going to happen next, what next enemy we can meet, because it looked like Dio was all out of fighters. They all were defeated. So I'm very excited to see this episode. Let's see what it has. Let's go. It's the desert. Man, the music is so good. What is going on? I'm so confused. I want to talk about it. I'm just trying to. Yes, the word is camel. So I wanted to say that it looked like they had camels, but it also looked like these camels are either dead or they just couldn't survive this heat. So we are out of out of ride. We can't ride on these camels. But anyway, there's even a bigger problem. This crazy big sun, and it somehow reminded me of Chrono Trigger. I don't know if you played Chrono Trigger. I think you understand why. But you know, there's a subtle connection. It's just looked like some kind of apocalypse. This huge sun, I guess, or meteorite. I wasn't sure what this astral body was, and it's not like just regular desert. Yes, it's hot, but it's still survivable. I've never been to desert, but people live here. But this sun or whatever it was, it looked so abnormal. Is it connected to Dio's stand? I'm not sure. Are they already in Egypt? I'm not that good that just by the scenery I can understand where we are. Okay. So they're in Saudi Arabia. Episode Sun. There is a tarot card called Sun, right? Okay. So no, it's not Dio yet, but something still connected to the sun, some stand in a desert. It must be pretty powerful. So they are looking to rent a car. Yeah, that was strictly business. Damn, his hair looks so funny. Oh, I like this look. It's that simple. That's a good question. Yeah, of course, in the beginning episode we saw already the culmination, something that is going to happen later in the episode. And now we are seeing like how we got to this point. It was pure desert. good intuition, and maybe they are being watched right now. Cessna, isn't this a plane? Yes, it is a plane. That would be cool to see. Come on, it wasn't his fault. Don't be so mean. Oh, that's it. So this is the point where we get the camels. Then, poor camels. I wouldn't want to go in the desert. It's so hot and the sun is there. It would be terrible. So they want to buy them, of course, not just rent. That's why he bought this car, to haggle with this guy for camels? But is it actually a fair trade? I'm not sure. I mean, the camels are so cute. I only ever saw them in the zoo. That's fair. They look like they're for oil. Yeah, he's right. I think this car costs a lot more than these camels and water. Of course, water is very important in the desert. Does it really stink that much? No, don't be mean to it. What is this? What is this spray? Maybe it doesn't want to sit. Maybe they're pretty stubborn. They're so pretty. You see, they even have the necklaces. Man, oh, their noses are so cute. No. I think you'll figure it out. Maybe that's a sign of love. I like how positive he is. That is so good. So he wants to bribe it. Maybe they should have asked a man that sold them the camels. Um, you're putting yourself. Oh, okay. I was like, come on, hop on it while it's still sitting. But can it make you fall like the horse can? Buck you off. Something you learned from Lawrence of Arabia? going to fall now. Man, I love the reaction. It is so good. Oh, poor Joseph. I bet it was easier for them. But his spirit, it's so good. Man, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I said I wouldn't want to go and test it myself, but it looks gorgeous. Probably is, but how? You can see everything. Mm. That's why they have these screens with them. Are they being watched from above? Because nobody ever thinks to look above. These are the binoculars we saw broken. He uses his stand to see more because it has precise vision. And man, this shot is so beautiful. But I would die at 50 instantly. Something's wrong with the time. It doesn't add up to the light. The time went too fast. Ah, yes, that doesn't add up, the first theory. But if this is a stand, man, and I thought Angus was overpowered. Oh, but how? And where's the person who's using it? Oh, they just left their poor camels. I think camels should run away. Back. They should run back. Yes, but that's the problem. It looks like in the desert you can see so far away from you, but where can he be? Or she maybe? That's true, but how far? So it's a very strong one, of course. So yeah, the closer you are, the stronger it is. Oh, poor grass, poor camels. Even scorpion. It killed a scorpion. Well, that's a good idea. Because how can you defeat the sun itself? You, it's a more safe bet to defeat the user, but you can't go too close to the sun. Oh, Jotaro told him. Oh. The camels and the water, we are losing everything. So they want to hide under the ground. Oh, he can make a hole, but he can't make a whole tunnel right away. Oh, that's what he did. So the user can see everything, but can the user be inside the stand, inside that sun? Is it possible? They don't even have water. Even if they win against that stand, what then? They don't have water, they don't have camels. What are they going to do? I guess this stand user isn't even going to do anything. It hopes to just get rid of them, using heat and the lack of water and killing their camels. Son of a bitch. That's the moment where the episode started. Or I can. Every scene in this episode is so beautiful. And how the camera moves, man. I think it's one of the prettiest in this part. I think they're starting to feel bad because of all this heat and sun. You know, like the heat stroke or something. And your head starts hurting, and it's terrible. Is he starting to lose his mind because of the heat? Or seeing mirages? Or is this because he's the only one? Is this because he was hurt? Did the sun do something special to him, not just hurt him? No, Jotaro also. Is this actually because of the heat just? I think they're just going crazy because they are not used to this extra heat. But what about Joseph? Is he the only one who is not affected? Oh, they are losing their minds from the heat. I guess Joseph is more used to it. Man, Jotaro looks so bizarre when he's laughing. I'm not used to this. Ah, they're just laughing because they understood how actually simple it is. That's why they're laughing, like, oh, lol, we were so stupid. But even Jotaro was laughing. I think the sound still had some impact. it's like a mirror. It is a mirror. Don't be so mean. He's old. Maybe you would be so nice and explain it. So, the mirror. But I'm a bit confused about the details of how he used this stand and make the sound so hot. You wanted to know his name? The sky is so beautiful. It's actually better to travel at night because it's not as hot. Okay, I have to think on it. So the thing is, he actually had this strong stand, a sun, but he used a mirror to hide himself. That's what I understand. And once they understood, when they noticed that there is a reflection of that rock, they understood that there is a mirror, and somehow Jotaro knew the exact location, maybe this rock in particular, where this guy is hiding, and with a very strong, how do I say it? Well, anyway, he took him out, also breaking the mirror, and because the guy was now out cold, the sun disappeared and the night came back. I think that's how it happened. So yeah, they just took him out like this, and there was no problem anymore, no stand. It was a bit disappointing, just a bit, because this sound, it looked so powerful and all that, but it wasn't that hard in the end. I guess that's why they were laughing, but it was crazy seeing also Jotaro laughing. But I think still that it got to him a little because that was very unlike him. So, and also a funny moment is that even Polnareff started laughing because he understood. Kakuin was the first. Kakuin started laughing first because he's the smartest one. He understood, like, damn, it's so simple. And then Jotaro and then Polnareff, I believe. But Polnareff is said to be the silliest one of them, like not the smartest one, the least smart one. How to say? And Joseph is actually, he always was portrayed as a very smart character and very sly one. So it's a bit confusing that he was the very last one to understand everything. Maybe it's because he's old, maybe he was too worried. He was more like in his head thinking what to do instead of observing the scenery before his eyes. Overall, I really liked this episode visually, the atmosphere, all the sceneries and all these beautiful scenes. I think they were just fantastic, especially that moment in near the end, right before they understood the secret of this guy, where it looked like the heat was getting to them, it was all swirling the camera. Oh, it was so good. I loved it a lot. Well, that's it for today. That's I also wanted to say, so there is still this guy. So maybe the ones we defeated, they were like Enya's underlings, not directly Dio's. So it was like Enya's group we defeated, and now just we're going through some other guys, some other stand users. So the number stated it was for Enya's group. It wasn't final. So Dio has a lot more other servants under him. Will we? How are we going to do this? Because it looked like the camels are dead. We got some water, but we have to go on foot. Let's see what happens. That's it for now. Definitely thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next one, and